Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, yes. I don't know what is going on in the minds of the 7 Supreme Court justices who upheld William Ruto's win. Looking at that photo there. That's Carmago and Davis Chirchir. An indication that it's true, William Ruto's team were in constant contact with the 3 Venezuelans. And it's also very interesting that when Julie Soweto exposed some thumbprints of Carmago, the Supreme Court justices described that as just hearsay, speculations, hot air. I don't know what they are feeling or what's going on in their minds as these new details emerge. In this video, I want us to dig deep into the issue, after which I'll explain why I believe the Supreme Court judgment was predetermined. Yes, it was predetermined. And these are things we are still going to discuss as new details emerge. Before we do that, in case you are watching us for the very first time, subscribe, give this video a like. Yes. As more details emerge, I'm fully convinced, beyond any reasonable doubt, that the Supreme Court had a predetermined ruling. The evidence that was adduced before them never mattered. What mattered to them was to uphold William Ruto's election. That's what I'm making as new details emerge. It beats logic that out of the 9 issues that were for determination, the Supreme Court never even found one issue to agree with the petitioners. That shows clearly they had a mission to accomplish. They had a predetermined ruling. And that's the kind of a ruling they did deliver. And anybody who still thinks that William Ruto won the election, that's somebody living in a utopia world. That's somebody living in a dream world. If you look on how Kenyans voted, I'm yet to be convinced, and this is something I still repeat. Somebody winning in 6 regions out of 8 cannot be beaten by somebody winning in only 2 regions. And also, if you look in terms of representation, in terms of elected leaders, Azimio took 2/3, in that Azimio had majority in the National Assembly, had majority in county assemblies, and had majority governors. Kenya Kwanza only beat Azimio in the Senate, where they had 24 senators to 23 Azimio senators. This is why I personally believe the Supreme Court had a predetermined ruling. They had a predetermined ruling. William Ruto will be sworn in on Tuesday, and he's going to be our president. I'm not trying to refute that. He is going to be the president. But as he gets sworn in, William Ruto should know and must know that half of the country are not with him. So he must make sure he embraces half of the country. That's something William Ruto should and must know. It's now up to William Ruto to continue listening to his cronies or to start listening to contrary opinion. His cronies most likely will not tell him the truth. The truth of the matter, half of the country feels their victory was snatched away from them, feels William Ruto never won the election. William Ruto must embrace that constituency. And now back to the Supreme Court justices. I don't know what goes on in their minds seeing such kind of photos. Carmago and Davis Chirchir. That photo and the new details emerging just confirms beyond any reasonable doubt that IEBC was compromised. Upon IEBC getting compromised, that went all the way to the Supreme Court. And from the remarks Chief Justice made some few days ago in Imenti, she said that God intervened. And that's an analysis we did in details. And while saying God intervened, that's the language William Ruto has been talking. And that's the language we also saw at Bomas when choirs were singing for us. And when he made those remarks in Meru, people were cheering. An indication that the ruling was meant to please their ethnic backgrounds. She goes to the mountain and then says God intervened and people are cheering. An indication that the ruling was meant to please their ethnic backgrounds, not knowing that a good majority of Kenyans were against that ruling. I'm very sure that as new details emerge, the Supreme Court justices are being exposed as people who never followed due process. Their ruling was just based on some maybe predetermined reasons or some actions. Or rather, their ruling was, in one way or the other, their ruling was compromised. Let me put it that way. And that's why I believe the Supreme Court is not serving its intended purpose. Chief Justice, most likely in my honest opinion, will go down as the worst Chief Justices Kenya has ever had. She's not brave enough to stand for the truth. And I just don't know why the Supreme Court ordered for an audit of IEBC servers. IEBC never opened their servers, and the Supreme Court still upholds, or rather gave a clean bill of health to declaration made by Ofula Chebukati. These are things, ladies and gentlemen, we'll still continue talking about these issues. We'll still talk about these issues. Yes, we'll still continue talking about them. So I believe the Supreme Court is not serving its intended purpose. There is no need of taxpayers' money being used to fund a corrupt Supreme Court. It's not one. Kenyans should do away with that court. I don't think any sane Kenyan will dare one day or even attempt to challenge a presidential election at the Supreme Court. It's now clear beyond any reasonable doubt that whether you challenge a presidential election or not at the Supreme Court, it makes no difference. It makes no difference. So the Supreme Court, in my honest opinion, is not serving its intended purpose and mission. Let Kenyans take their issues to the High Court and to the Courts of Appeal. Let Kenyans save money instead of funding an incompetent Supreme Court. Let the court be done away with. Yes. And even before I conclude, ladies and gentlemen, it's now clear beyond any reasonable doubt that there is no way William Ruto could beat Raila Odinga. No way a candidate winning only 2 regions could beat a candidate winning 6 regions. And there is a lot of propaganda we are being told that, you know, these 2 regions have numbers. That's a very big lie. That's a propaganda. No way 2 regions can beat 6 regions. No way. Let me leave it there, ladies and gentlemen. Before I stop, in case you are watching us for the very first time, subscribe give this video a like. And to our fans and subscribers here, I'm very much humble, very grateful for the kind of support you are giving me here. God bless you, God bless Kenya. And to any other person who wants to have a chat with me or to share information with me, I've pinned my number on the comment section. Or maybe you might want to support this channel. I've pinned my number on the comment section. You can channel your support and contribution to the number. And to any other person watching us outside Kenya, drop a comment, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. And if possible, subscribe, give this video a like. Let's meet in our next analysis.